Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, Cavs Nation, let's be real right now, okay? Let's keep it a bean. Our dear Cleveland Cavaliers are absolutely on fire. We are stacking up wins. We are stacking up and elevating and increasing that, growing that confidence. And the Cavs are finally starting to look like they remember who they used to be. But here's the real question for y'all. Is this run sustainable, right? Is this trajectory that we're on sustainable throughout the rest of the season, specifically throughout these next 13 games? Because it's going to tell us a lot, from national TV matchups to playoff level road tests. This stretch starting tomorrow against the Lake Show through the end of February is where we can start to change some of these narratives. Some of these narratives talking about the Cavs are soft, the Cavs are weak, the Cavs is fool's gold. Tonight, we're not just talking about tomorrow's game and how the start of these next 13 games look, but we're going to forecast these games. We're going to actually pick some wins and losses, and we're going to see where we can kind of stack some of these wins up, where potential threats can be, and how we can overcome them. So, welcome back. Let's talk about it. This is Cav State of Mind, and this is your girl, Naja Lee. Appreciate y'all for pulling up to the realest Cleveland Cavalier breakdown on the net, and the only place where hoops meet higher perspective. You feel me? Y'all know, if y'all new here, welcome. But for the people who've been rocking with us, y'all know each and every episode is powered by Free Your Lens, a lifestyle brand encouraging dope people like you to do all things, move, create, love, live with purpose and attention. So while y'all here, make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, get into the comments, get into the live chat. All engagement on this channel is much welcomed and much appreciated, y'all. So appreciate y'all for pulling up. This is random. We normally do what? We normally do this Cav State of Mind every Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST. But this weather been going crazy. So I'm just trying to get the workout while I can. You feel me? Get it out while I can. I ain't even gonna wait on Wednesday. So here we go. Tonight we're gonna talk about the Cavs being on fire. Not man on fire, Cavs on fire. If y'all seen that movie Man on Fire, segue, that's a great movie. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that. Anyway, Cavs on fire, right? And we got a big test tomorrow. Next up, we're going to see if this fire is really lit. Next up, the Lake Show. Next up, Lakers. Next up, Luka and LeBron against our dear Donovan Spider, the Don, the best shooting guard in the league that don't get the credit. Spider, the snubbed in the All-Star starters. Spider, Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Jalen Tyson. Okay. So we're gonna talk about this game, man. And when we most importantly, we gotta talk about what's kind of up on the horizon, because the next games are critical to our success, right? And to the defining who the Cavaliers are. So let's talk about the good things first, okay? Let's talk about the good things first. All right. The Cavs again are on fire, right? As we know, we've won 4 straight. The momentum is definitely playing to our advantage. We are starting to stack these wins and build good habits. When we do that, it's up. When we continue to build upon the good habits from last game and then the game before that, not forgetting for some reason 51st dates with the Cavs, right? Every game is a new game. We got to figure out how to play again and again and again and again. But that's not what we've been seeing, not just in the last 4 wins, but over the last 10 games in general, the last 11 games, right? Actually, the last 15 games. So let's look at the previous few games and where we kind of start to get our act together. I believe it happened on Christmas. I think Christmas game was the game where we were like, okay, y'all, here we go. Y'all know how I say what I say. I say the NBA season don't start till Christmas anyway. Every game before the NBA season, I mean before Christmas Day in the NBA, every game before Christmas Day, add that to the preseason, right? The NBA starts Christmas Day. And at the start of our season, we started our season with a loss and then followed by another loss. If y'all don't remember that, let me go ahead and get this up here for y'all. If y'all don't remember that, this is how our season started. Okay. We started again, season start, Christmas Day. We started our Christmas Day, our new season against the Knicks. Went on ahead and took that L in a close loss, powered by Donovan Mitchell again. You know what I'm saying? Spite of the Don. We already know how he coming. You feel me? We then suffered another back to back loss when we faced Kevin Durant's Houston Rockets. Okay. Again, that wasn't a close loss, but it was a significant loss. Not only was it a blowout, but obviously with the amount of effort that Donovan had to expend the prior game, he was unable to kind of really show up and do him that game. But what we learned in that Houston game is that Jalen Tyson is here to play and he's here to stay. Welcome. Welcome to Cleveland, baby. We love what you're doing, baby. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, young blood. Boom. So then we had some great wins, right? We were able to kind of start to figure what our new identity is going to look like this season, because this season ain't last season, right? Bet. So then we had the win against San Antonio, Phoenix, Denver, right? Denver without Jokic, that's fine. Phoenix is a well fought, well hard coached team, and San Antonio, speaks for itself. Got one of the greatest players of all time on San Antonio right now. Okay, bet. Boom. Then we had a bad loss against Detroit. I feel like Detroit just out muscled us, out, manned up, and they just did a little bit more. And we, obviously we couldn't do enough to get that win. But that's rightfully so, being our big brother right now in the division. And also we already got the leg up earlier in the season. So you think they want to get their leg back, and boom, they did. Boom, bet. Moving on. So we had a great win, a phenomenal win against Indiana. At this time in the season, I thought that this was our best game played against Indiana. And I said on record that every game, before every game moving forward, they just need to rewatch this game. Okay, get it in your mental with you how you need to show up. Apparently they didn't take my advice, and boom, we had a not so great outing against Minnesota. We still scored a lot, but then it is what it is. Boom. But when you have a back-to-back game against a powerhouse in the West, I'm okay with the split. That's cool. So moving on. Boom. Bad loss against Utah. Two great phenomenal wins, okay, on the road in a tough arena in Philly. Two great wins. Great. Shout out to them. Pat them on their back. Give them a cookie. We laid down against OKC. Hands up, don't shoot. But when I remember when if y'all been watching, I was saying, oh, let's look at the games. If I'm looking at the schedule, okay, more than likely we probably gonna lose to OKC, just because I feel like we're gonna get stage fright. Now, even though I feel like we can beat OKC, that's fine, at least in one game, maybe not a series, but we could definitely take OKC in a game, a game or two. If we got a series of 3 games that we face them over the season, if we edge them 2-1, that kind of would align, because you think one game they gonna sit one player, somebody's not gonna be healthy, and all we just gotta do is take care of the ball, rebound the ball, and play hard, play with effort. Shots falling or not don't matter, but if you play with effort, you can edge them in other places. So even when we lost that game, I kind of chalked it up as a loss even prior to us playing that game, because I hadn't seen the amount of effort needed to beat a team like OKC. You have to have 48 minutes of effort. It can't be 24. It can't be 32. It can't be 47. It has to be 48. Right? So we lost that game. Then after that game, though, things start to change. After that game, things start to change. Tough game against Charlotte, didn't score well, but held them under 90 points. Hello, what NBA is this? 2026? You can't even score 90 points? Ooh, great defense, Cavaliers. Next game, Sacramento. Evan had a night, and he had that night on Sabonis. Big deal, right? Shout out to them. Then we have a back to back against an Eastern foe, an Eastern enemy in Washington. We are on a 4-game win streak. So, what does that mean? Obviously, the momentum is real. The wins are stacking up. The confidence is growing. We see it in the play in individuals, and then we see it as a team with how they are just trusting and relying upon each other as a collective, as a unit, right? So some of the players we want to highlight as far as the individuals that we're seeing step up over this course of our last 15 games. Some of the individuals that we've seen step up consistently. Obviously, the elephant in the room, Jalen Tyson. Boom. Drum roll, please. Yes, Jalen Tyson, right? He's had a 39-point game where he made 8 threes, okay? In Philly. Crazy. We've seen also in that game, okay, Craig Porter Jr. had 11 assists. Okay, talk about stepping up. We've seen young Tyrese Proctor hit big shots, okay, stepping up. We can't say enough about Naquan Tomlin stepping up, dunking on everybody. Energy, instantaneous energy, right? Stepping up, okay? Even in Larry Nance's limited minutes, we've seen him step up just recently because obviously he's been injured a lot this season, right? Calf injury, I believe. So, Nance is back and he's got to get back into the flow of the game. And of course, with that, we've got to figure out ways and how we can get him more minutes in the game because I think he's going to be valuable to this team, especially starting tomorrow when we start our 13-game stretch that closes out February. By the time we close out February, y'all, we will be 2/3 through with this season. 2/3. We only will have 20 more games left by the end of February, right? So what we doing? How's the cookie gonna crumble? We're gonna find out tomorrow what it really is and what the Cavs are really telling us. The identity is absolutely starting to show, right? What are some of the things that we are seeing from our Cavaliers team thus far over this last 15-game stretch that y'all like and y'all appreciate? Hold on, I got my hand up. Call on me. Somebody call on me. Nas, you go first. Bet. First and foremost, the fools ain't taking 53s a game. That's it. One of the biggest things about gaining rhythm and controlling the outcome of the game by controlling the pace of the game is by taking smart shots. Don't just take the easy stuff. Threes are always there. They always there. But if you got 24 seconds on the shot clock, why don't you use some of it? I was so proud. Boy, I wish I could jump through the screen. I was so proud of Lonzo Ball. That first game in Orlando. Well, we played Orlando. So, yeah, it was in Orlando. Then we played them at home yesterday. Bet. So, the first game in Orlando, it was transition, and the Orlando Magic had just hit a 3. So, whoever Lonzo was checking had just hit a 3 on him, right? So, now it's transition basketball. We got the ball. We got the rock. And the ball swings to Lonzo on the right wing. And I said, he gonna shoot that shot. Lord, please don't let him shoot that shot. Because he liked taking that transition 3 shot. It's like he rushing, like slow down. We know you fast, we know you quick, we know you smart, but you gotta slow down. Come on, help us out. He just took the pass. He was wide open, sure. It was somebody on defense down there, but he had plenty of space where he can get that shot off. That young brother pump fake. He said, "Huh." When he pump faked that ball, it gave enough time. Evan Mobley was trailing, and all Lonzo Ball did was bounce pass to the paint on a trailing 7-footer running down, rim running. Mobley grab it, boom, dunk, boom. I said, Lonzo Ball, that's how you play basketball. That's how you play. He got to remember that you the point guard. You're not LaMelo. You're Lonzo. We ain't never known Lonzo to take these type of shots. What we've known him to do is be the smartest player on the court. Actually, Lonzo need to jump into his Rondo bag. Jump into your Rondo bag. Understand slowing down a little bit. Understand change of pace, change of speed, right? Become a little bit more shifty. Almost had that old school type of, when you an old school point guard, you ain't in no rush. Trust me, baby. I'm the old school point guard. Hold on. I'm coming down the court. I'm at the Y. I'm coming down the court. Y'all chill. Okay, yeah, you go over there. Bet. Okay, come up here. Pick right here. Bet. Okay, boom. On the hip. That's what Lonzo need to be doing. And then when you want to put the jets on them, put the jets on them. Fast break is your world, girl. we just here. You feel me? Half court, you got too many weapons to be moving too fast. Let this shit develop. Somebody gonna get weak somewhere. And if they play off you, just like Rondo. Remember they used to play off Rondo like hell because they know Rondo not gonna shoot that. He don't want to shoot that. That's okay. He coming in with it. They used to play off Tony Parker too. Remember that? Then Tony Parker like, shit, I don't matter. You could play off me all you want. I'm still gonna get to the paint. I'm still gonna get there because I still got the speed and I could engage it whenever I want. Right. So Rondo gotta understand that the jumper, I mean not Rondo. See, y'all got me turned up. Lonzo gotta understand that the jumper, you know what I mean? The 3-pointer, take it in rhythm. Don't force it. But also what you can force, if you're going to force anything, force your way into that paint. Because over the last few games, when we've seen Lonzo get anywhere near the paint, good things happen. What good things? Dump off passes, alley-oop. I seen a pick and roll. He ran the pick and roll like he was DG yesterday. JA came up with the screen, top of the key, top of the 3-point line. He simply took the screen, couple dribbles, high. Lob pass. It's not that. Okay, the thing about the NBA is everybody is running pick and roll. The offensive philosophy for every team, okay, 90% of the league, pick and roll, drive and kick. The reason why people are doing it because you can't really stop it. Because if you can get past one player, it forces other players to engage. And if they don't engage, then you somebody open. Either you still got the wide open lane to the rack, or you got the kick out, the drive and kick. We saw Donovan when they're collapsing on him. Sometimes he's unable to kick it out, but he's still able to initiate contact. So even though, okay, I ain't got the outlet pass like I really want to, I see my man open right there, but it's too many hands. They got 3 on me. They all collapse, and they a little bit bigger than me. So what I'm going to do is put my shoulder into them, initiate the contact, and still try to get up for the end one. You feel me? What we're seeing over the last 15 games, y'all, it really has been impressive. I'm not going to hold you. The identity is definitely starting to become clear, right? The fog is, y'all know it's Cleveland. Cleveland. Damn, the sky's always gray. Always gray. But it seemed like when they wear that orange, right? When they wear them throwback jerseys, it's like the sun's starting to shine a little bit. Right? So I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I got a question for y'all though. Do y'all think that this stretch, this feeling that we feeling, all the Cavs really trying to figure this out? Okay, I can go ahead and start, buy a little Cavs gear because I said I'm gonna press break. I'm pressing pause on all future Cavaliers purchases till y'all get y'all together. Okay, the economy is tight. So nobody about to be opening up the wallet for a team that act like they don't want to play basketball. They millionaires. I'm not. Okay. I'm striving. We on our way, y'all. We on our way, right? But we not there yet. Maybe y'all are, but I'm not. That's okay. That being said, the way they playing right now, I can go ahead and buy me a little Cavaliers hat. I got 3 in the cart. Okay. I got a couple in the cart I've been trying to hold out on. Does this stretch feel sustainable to you? What we've done over the last month, starting at the end of December, starting around at 29th to right now in January. We haven't closed this month out yet. We still got the Lakers. We gonna talk about it. Does this feel sustainable to you? Can we carry this on throughout February? Let's just talk month to month now. Now it's about how do we win the month? If we have 11 games in the month, how do we walk out of this month with eight wins? If we have 15 games this month, how do we walk outside this month with 11 wins? We have to win 70% of the games moving forward, definitely, if we want to be like, yeah, we still the number one team in the East, y'all. Detroit is cute. Shout out to them. Shout out to JB and them. I mean, they got a good ass team. We know that. But this is a Cavs state of mind show. This is not about paying homage to every team in the East. No, y'all can be good, but this is the best team in the East. Period. If you don't like it, go to another show. On this show, the Cavs are the best team in the East. And if we can win 70% of our games month to month, that would be a no-brainer. No-brainer. It's not going to be like, oh, who y'all got coming? Do you think Detroit really can do it? Do you think New York got enough? It's going to be just like we thought coming into this season, the Cavs are the best team in the East. And everybody else got to go ahead and play for seconds. It is what it is. All right. Let's look at the February focus real quick. And let's look at what we need to do because we do have a tough road ahead. We have some national TV games. Shout out to last night was on Peacock. Hell of a production on Peacock, man. The cameras are always top tier. We had our local commentators that were commentating the national game, so it was kind of crazy to hear them be unbiased. Brad Doherty, you know what I'm saying, talking about what Magic got to do. I'm like, boy, pause, like chill, like but I get, it's Peacock, so you can't really show bias to one team. But just the production overall was really outstanding on Peacock. That being said, national TV brings a lot more pressure, a lot more lights. We know how some of the people on the Cavs feel about when the lights shine too bright. They don't know what to do. They put their blinders on, right? So by us having a couple more national TV games, that applies a little bit more pressure on those games. We have a lot of playoff level opponents during these in February, right? In December, we played a lot of trash teams. We had that stretch where it was 6 games in a row, and every team was below 500 in wins. Terrible, right? February not gonna look like that though. Everybody, we got the Wizards, and you got a couple little ones, but everybody playing in February. We playing to hit us. How we gonna show up? We can't take no nights off. We can't have games where we like, we're going to go back to the old ways. We're going to go back to ISO ball. We're going to go back to not rebounding. We're going to go back to not playing transition defense. We're going to go back to playing lazy one-on-one defense. We can't slip. Now that we're stacking the wins and seemingly stacking the good habits, how do we build on that? Over the next 13 games, we're going to find out if Cleveland is hot, where we riding the wave, right? Or we just kind of, you know what I'm saying, in a little bubble, or are we really playoff ready? And when I say playoff ready, I'm talking about Eastern Conference Finals. First round, don't care. Second round, don't care. If we don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, 2 of that big 4 gone. Better know that. Hello? So, next 13 games, we got to talk about it. We're going to find out. Let's go. Let's go. If you here live, welcome. Welcome to Calf State of Mind. It's your girl Najee. Get into the live chat. Let me know. We about to do the predictions over the next 13 games for the Cavs. Okay. And then after the prediction, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. We're gonna try to total up these wins, okay, over the next 13 games for the Cavs. So let's talk about it. Right now, we sit at 28-20. We are 28-20. Okay. We are second in the Central Division. Let me pull up the Central Division. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. All right, man. So we are second in the Central Division. Okay. And so right now we're gonna look at what we need to do as a collective. And what games we're gonna win. So let's predict these. Let's predict these wins real quick, y'all. Because I feel like we're gonna have a lot more wins than losses. We gonna have to. Again, we gotta every month, February, March, okay, and that little tail bit of April, right? We gotta win 70% of our games. Is there ain't no way around it. Okay, so Wednesday, tomorrow, 7:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. Los Angeles Lakers, the Lake Show. We got the Lake Show. Oh, it's the 7 o'clock, y'all. Okay. We got the Lake Show tomorrow. Game because that game is gonna tell us. I don't want to say everything we need to know. Because I mean we can afford to lose that game, but if we want to make a statement, we don't want to lose. That's not the game we want to lose. So before we predict tomorrow's game, let's actually look at the what we going up against. Okay, tomorrow, Lakers, 7 o'clock. It's the Lake Show. You got Luca, you got LeBron. There will not be any Reeves, AR5. There will not be him. I guess he's still injured. I don't be following the Lakers like that because guess what? Cavs state of mind, right? I used to follow the Lakers. Kobe, rest in peace, the GOAT. But Kobe ain't here, and my love for the Lakers kind of pass with him. So that's that. That being said, we got a problem on our hands. We are facing what? Luka is what, the second best player in the NBA in the world, right? One would say Jokic is probably number one, and he got all these MVPs. He probably gonna get another one. Luka got to be second best player in the world right now, right? So we are playing the second best player in the world right now, right? The good thing for us is we probably got the eighth best player in the world right now, if you ask me. Definitely top 10, but I got him. I got, right outside the top five. You know, I probably got Don probably 7, 8. You know what I mean? 7, 8 best player in the world. Cause I still got Durant. If Durant ain't top five, Durant 6, right? So Donovan got to be somewhere around 8. 8, 9, definitely top 10. That being said, we playing Luca, we playing LeBron. This is outside of just actual stats. This is just a huge team. This is a huge team. That's the wrong, but this is a huge team. So let's look at the Los Angeles Lakers roster, because they say size don't matter. They lied. Look at the games that the thing playing. See what I'm saying? All right, so look, DeAndre Ayton, they start in center. He's 7 foot tall. You already know Jared Allen gonna be on him. Boom. Luca, forward, point guard, 6'8". Who gonna start checking him? We're gonna put a question mark on that right now. LeBron, forward. Can't believe that boy 41 is crazy. Shout out to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland is a reason, baby. 10 years ago, we won that championship, 2016, y'all. Cleveland, this is for you. So big shout out to LeBron. Gonna be a good time seeing him against our Cavs, especially if they lose. I mean, Lakers lose. That is. LeBron 6'9", forward, point guard. Who gonna start checking him? Let's put a question mark on that. So right now we got a question mark on Luka and LeBron. That's the biggest question marks right now. There is no Austin Reeves, and You got Marcus Smart, you're starting point guard. One would say that Donovan is going to check on Marcus Smart. He's not a big offensive threat, which means it kind of gives Donovan a little bit of cheat on the defensive side where he can kind of rest a little bit. But we're gonna see. So Marcus Smart, no AR-15. They're gonna probably start Jerry Vanderbilt, another big, you know what I'm saying, 6'8", right? So you got Jerry Vanderbilt, you got Marcus Smart. What's the other guard they're gonna start? Gabe Vincent, maybe? Who else they be starting? Oh, Rui Hachimura? Probably Rui Hachimura. Lord. Please don't let that be the case. That's a very, very big lineup. Either way, we have a small starting lineup. So our two guards, we have Donovan and we have Jalen Tyson, 6'6", 6'3", 6'6". Then we get bigger in height, Dean Wade, Mobley, Allen, but we don't get bigger in strength, right? And what they have the advantage is not just height, but also strength. So what do we need to do to counteract that tomorrow? Tomorrow is the night where if ever we need a night where we shoot 43-45% from 3, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the night. The Cavs gotta shoot lights out tomorrow. We just gotta play fast, play mobile, play loose. Don't play tight, don't play stiff, don't think too much, don't take too many dribbles, right? Don't try to over dribble on this Lakers team. That's not going to work. They're not the best defensive team per se, right? But one of their weakest defenders is injured right now, which is Austin Reeves. So you're replacing Austin Reeves' spot with another good defender. Maybe not a better scorer. Well, they won't be a better scorer than him, but they would be a better defender than him. So they're going to have a bigger, taller, stronger lineup, which our advantages at that point has to be quickness, agility, fast thinking, limited turnovers, getting them in foul trouble, outsmarting them with speed though, and pace. Controlling the pace is going to be key. Get them old legs, them big old legs up with LeBron and Luka. Get them legs moving a little bit too much. Them jumpers ain't gonna fall like that. Get one or two of them in foul trouble, then that means we can kind of really take advantage of the team. Now, Vegas got Cleveland winning. You know what I mean? When we look at the ESPN analytics, Vegas got Cleveland winning. They not thinking it's gonna be nothing major. Like, you know what I'm saying, 63% saying Cavs gonna go ahead and take that win. It's a home game for us, right? So it could still go either way because it's a home game for LeBron. And he loved playing in Cleveland. And he loved making the Cavs look bad. Okay? So that being said, what we doing with this game tomorrow? We're going to go ahead tomorrow. Us Cavs fans, I'm going to go ahead and side with ESPN Analytics, and I'm going to mark a yes on the Lakers game. I'm going to mark a yes on the Lakers game tomorrow, right? Our next threat, our next enemy, our next op is Phoenix Suns. Okay, we already beat them once this season, right? It was a good victory, right? It was a well fought game. They didn't lay down, and they not more than likely won't have Devin Booker. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a yes on that. Devin Booker just had a ankle injury, fluke little ankle injury, right? So he might be back, he might not be. We'll see. But if he is back, I don't think he's gonna be 100. And even when he is 100, we've proven that we can beat that team. And I believe that we can beat them again. So I'm not worried about Phoenix. So I got yes on the Lakers. I have yes on Phoenix. I say yes on Trailblazers because we shouldn't have lost to them the first time. That was embarrassing, and we need to get our look back. So yes on the Lakers. I think the Clippers game can go either way. Clippers have been playing great basketball, so have the Cavs. But the good thing about the Cavs is we have the youth on our side. So playing the Clippers, yes for me. Yes for me. This is not just coming from a Cavs fan. Again, when you playing basketball, especially with the influence in basketball these days, any of these games could go either way, right? We can have players who are healthy now and not healthy by the time these games happen. We can have players back, right? So beside the point, I got the next 4 games up: Lakers, Phoenix, Trailblazers, Clippers. I got yes on all 4 of those games. What happens if that happens, or when that happens, right? I ain't Miss Cleo, but I be knowing some things. That would put us on an 8-game win streak. We already on a 4-game win streak. That will put us on an 8-game win streak. The Phoenix game, the Trailblazers game, and the Clippers game, I believe, in Sacramento. I believe this starts our West Coast road trip, and then we're back at home against Washington. So that being said, if we go on an 8-game streak leading up to, still in the midst of this West Coast road trip, facing Sacramento Kings again, right? We just played them, we just beat them. Facing them again, what happens there, right? I'm gonna say we're still a better team. We're a far better team. So why would I say that, DeRozan, Levine, and Sabonis? Excuse me. Even though that's a great lineup in itself, but that ain't as hot as it sound, right? DeRozan, Levine, and Sabonis ain't as sexy as it appears to be on paper. And Sabonis is still coming back and getting to his groove. By the time we faced him again, and he had a great game when we just played him, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up. So circle the Sacramento Kings game just for that alone. Circle the Sacramento Kings game. Yes, we are a better team. Yes, we should win, but we've known and we've seen the Cavs lose to teams that we shouldn't lose to, like the Trailblazers, right? So by the time we get to the Sacramento Kings games, I got us on an eight-game win streak. I think we're gonna take the Lakers, the Phoenix Suns, Trailblazers, Clippers. Lose to Sacramento Kings, right? If Jokic is back against when this Denver game, we already beat them. If Jokic is back, a whole lot of good things gonna have to happen for us and align for us to beat that team with Jokic. So me being safe, right, and me being just a basketball fan, I'm gonna say no against Denver. It's the best player in the world. Best player in the world over there. If he's healthy and he's back, again, we're in February, then I got Denver taking that game. So I got yes, 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 no, no, right? 8-game win streak. If we're on an 8-game win streak here, we're at 24 wins. That put us at 32 and 20. Take 2 L's here. That's 32 and 22, right? Leading up to Washington. Win right there. 33-22. Brooklyn. Win right there. 34-22. Charlotte. Yes. Win right there. 35-22. Oklahoma. We better. But even if we don't, just circle it. 35-22 leading into the Oklahoma game. Circle Oklahoma, circle New York. Yes against Milwaukee. So if we are 36-22 with these 2 games right here unknown, let's just say they're losses. Let's just say by the end of February, and we haven't even counted this Detroit game. Detroit game is February 27th. Detroit's game is February 27th. That's another national televised game, right? I have us right here by Charlotte Hornets and Milwaukee, circling OKC, New York, Detroit. That's 34-22 with 3 unknown games. If they are all losses, that's still 34 wins, right? That's still 34 wins. So the question is, by February 27th against Detroit, the Cavs will have played 61 games. If they're sitting at 28 games right now, we already did the math. By the time we are at 61 games, we should at least have had 35 wins. Because again, I'm counting. I don't know. I'm circling OKC. I'm circling New York. I'm circling Detroit. I'm circling Denver. Right. So that's 34 wins. If we got 4 of these that we might drop. The rest of these I got us winning. Lakers, yes. Phoenix, yes. Trailblazers, yes. Clippers, yes. Sacramento, yes. Denver, no. Washington, yes. Brooklyn, yes. Charlotte, yes. OKC, possibly no. Knicks, possibly no. ESPN, last game of the month on ESPN against Detroit? I say possibly no. Let's just say worst case scenario. Okay. Worst case scenario. That's 34 wins. Okay. And 24 losses. 34 wins and 24 losses. How do y'all feel about a Cavaliers team? 34 wins and 24 losses. Well, 34 wins out of 61 total games is a win percentage of a roughly about 56%. It's 55.7, right? 55.7. So let me pull up the NBA and let's look at the standings and let's look at the win percentages and let's kind of guesstimate where that puts us for the Cavs, right? Right now, we are sitting in the 5th seed. We are a half a game behind New York. If we lose to New York, that would not be good for us towards the end of the season. But fast forward, let's just talk about it. We 5th seed. We got New York ahead of us, Toronto ahead of us, Boston ahead of us, right? Um, we are at 28 wins right now. Let's see. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, so that's 37 wins. Let me see. I did the math wrong. 37 divided by 61. Bada bing. Um, that puts us at a win percentage of 60%. Right now, New York's win percentage is 60%. So is Toronto. Boston is 63%. Um, if we are by the end of February sitting at a 60% win percentage, I actually think we could be a third seed team at that point by the end of the season. End of February. So that's the reality. That's what we're chasing. If we can finish out this season, finish out this month, I'm sorry, the next 13 games, right? That means we will have a win percentage of roughly around 60%. And that should definitely put us in that third seed, right? That third slot. So we should be able to gain 2 seeds in the Eastern Conference if we take care of business this month. Shout out to Uncle Shannon, 1756. Welcome to Calf State of Mind. Mobley hurt every time they take a step forward. Some BS happens. Exactly. I mean, and it ain't just our bigs, right? It's always something weird, fluky. I mean, the most at this point, most reliable player on the court is Donovan and Tyson, right? Tyson is stepping up crazy, but we're Merrill at, right? We ain't Merrill been in and out, right? Dean Wade been in and out. Even when he on the court, sometimes he can't make a shot, so he might as well be out. Play great defense though, rebound the ball well, but we need you to be able to step up and hit the shots too. So yeah, injuries have influenced the reality of uh where we are right now, but we can't make excuses and we just have to step up because a lot of the East is injured. We just play Magic and they don't have their second best scorer, right? And Wagner. You think Paulo he ain't missing him? Hell yeah, he missing him. And Wagner calls us fits. Right? So when you got Paulo, you got Wagner, like shit, y'all, Michigan. You got me calling them Michigan. Orlando, they a problem. They can be a problem when healthy. So just like the Cavs. So everybody just got to step up and do what we need to do, man. Shout out to Uncle Shannon. Welcome to the chat and welcome to Cavs State of Mind. Shout out to Tesla Love. Welcome back, Cavs State of Mind. While y'all here, make sure y'all like, share, hit the subscribe, man, and get into the comments, get into the live chat. Let me know how y'all feeling about these next 13 games, man, because they are important. Important. That being said, what is the number of wins that would make this thing look really appetizing, make you feel as a Cavs fan like, "Oh, we got something here," right? I just counted them out, right? So if we out of our next 13, what I'm saying, if we can get 9 out of our next 13, that put us at a good 37, 38 games, 38 wins, right? So if we are out of 61 games played, 2/3 of the season, and we got 38, 37, 38, hell, could be 39 wins, would y'all feel good about this Cavs team, right? It ain't last year, right? We already had 39 wins by damn January. But this is this year. So would y'all feel better about the Cavs? I know I would. I like these streaks that we've been on. Even if it's we win 4, lose 1. I like that. And I think that the Cavs need to kind of remind the people and give them another 8 game. Give them an 8 game, 12 game. Run up the table on them. You feel me? Remind the people. Last year we ran boom, boom, boom. Do it again. Do it again. Do it in a different fashion though. Do it in a different fashion. You know what I'm saying? Listen, make it look sexy. That's what K Dot said. Do the same thing, right? I think we can do it, man. I think we can do it, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up again. This was a very random Cavs State of Mind. I normally do this every Wednesday at 6:00, but the weather been crazy, the technology been glitching. I'm like, let me just get it out the way right now while I can. So appreciate y'all for pulling up and supporting the channel while y'all here again. Every like, every comment is much appreciated. As a matter of fact, I would appreciate it if y'all pull back up at 6:00 tonight. Cause I'm gonna switch the gears and do her core, her rules, and break down this NCAA women's AP top 25 poll. I do that every Monday at 6:00. But again, technology was glitchy yesterday. I tried to go live and it was like, nope, not today. Not today, Cletus. I said, you know what? You got a dog. You got a dog. I'm not gonna push back on the universe. You feel me? We in alignment. Okay. Hold on. Let me get to this comment. Hold on. I can definitely see them going on a run the next 15 games. Are mostly meh teams. Okay, let's look at them. Here, I had the next. Here go the next 13 up. Here go the next 13. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty tight. The next 13, right? As far as competition. Okay, so we got a couple of them. We just know for a fact. We lost to Trailblazers already, so we better not lose to them again, right? Another trash team, Washington Wizards. We better beat them. Sacramento, we better beat them. Charlotte, we better beat them. Milwaukee, we better beat Brooklyn, we better beat them, right? But then we got these games: Lakers, Clippers, OKC, Knicks, Detroit, right? All those are questionable games, right? Can go either way games. However, between ESPN analytics and between my spidey senses and our Spider Man, I feel like even the ones that we are questioning, Detroit, the Knicks, OKC, the Clippers, and the Lakers, I'm still going to edge the Cavs in against every one of those games, um, except for OKC and Detroit. Those are the only two big questionable games I see for the Cavs in the next 13. But that's just it. The next 13 games, I only see for real 2 that could be certified L's, but every one of them could be certified dubs. Imagine us going 11-2 in February. Now I'm with you. OKC is a loss in my opinion. I mean, mine too. Mine too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a basketball fan, right? I'm a realist, right? I think we can beat them. We beat them last year. Right? But again, every year is different. They playing with a different energy, and I ain't seen our energy been able to match with theirs yet. But we'll see. By that time, that's going to be the end of the month. A lot of things could have changed with our identity and our confidence. You said you think we it's a toss up with the Knicks and we beat the Pistons. Okay, I think it's a toss up with the Knicks too. I think we got to continue to watch the Knicks because they've been slipping as far as their morale, their chemistry. So I think the Knicks game could go either way. I think the Pistons game could go either way, but we need to get our lick back from that L. So I feel like just off that, go ahead and get that dub. Go ahead and get that dub. So, you know what I mean? Still, out of the next 13, we still looking at -2, right? And I was trying to be fair about circling some games like the Kings, even though they a bad team, but the Cavs can slip up and play down to competition. If it's anybody on here that I think will play down to competition, it would be the Sacramento Kings because they still got some hitters on the team. Levine could still give you 25 plus. DeRozan in mid range, he could still give you 20. You know what I'm saying? Sabonis between foul line and he could still give you 30, right? Foul, he can stretch the defense. He can hit the three. He got footwork for days. He's strong, right? He can get on the offensive glass. So he can give you 30, especially if our bigs want to play light. So you're right about this. We need a fully healthy group, especially a healthy Darius Garland to beat OKC. We can't go. We need a whole. When we play OKC by the end of the month, outside of Struz, we need everybody else. We need Garland. We need Merrill. We need Larry Nance because we need that length and that mobility. We gonna need Larry Nance tomorrow against the Lakers. If Kenny Atkinson ain't got his head so far up his woo high, he better know who to play. Larry Nance is gonna be key, right? He's a big, but he can still switch off and check a LeBron. And well, he can't check Luka. But at moments, you're gonna just need to throw a body out there. And if you get caught up on a switch and you got Nance on Luka, go ahead, go ahead. You're not gonna send a double though, right? And that's what we don't. We need to be able to play these teams straight up. No doubling, right? So 1-on-1, we got to be key. And if we need to be doubling, then just go to the zone because we not big enough where we can play like that, right? We got to be smarter. So we got to be able to have better help defense. So if you get beat, everybody got to be on that string. And we definitely play down, and Lord knows we might play down to the Nets, especially if they feel like they shooters want to shoot. And Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Jones or Johnson, you know what I mean? Them guys want to just shoot the lights out and they get up early, that can go either way. So I'm like, okay, 4 losses in February. I could see that. Out of 13, let us get 9. We at 28 right now, right? That'll put us at, 30, 38, 39 as, somebody else catch us slipping. You feel me? Ain't no telling what can happen. How you feel about the Hunter trade rumors? Hey, if we can get rid of Hunter and get another, swing big, like the name that's been floating around is potentially Bobby Portis, that would be a lifesaver, right? That aggressiveness, that tenacity. But if we get somebody that's, gonna be sometimey wishy-washy, just like Hunter, and potentially not healthy, Hunter, he be injured too. Like when you stop it. We got too many of the same type of players, man. Injury prone, long, but light, thin, paper. You know what I mean? Like Hunter could have been a perfect type of player. We all know that, but man, I told y'all, I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest, man. When his little bromance left and got traded, his whole synergy left with him. You feel me? That boy Hunter's game is down there in Memphis with your man Ty Jerome. They I don't know. You know what I mean? They've been locked in since college. I guess it is what it is. He got that extra spark with Ty Jerome. And it left with Ty Jerome. So if they wasn't gonna be a package deal to stay, right? They should have been a package deal to go ahead and leave. Like they should have packaged both of them up. Both of y'all can go to Memphis, right? Give us somebody else from over there. I don't know what Memphis got because I don't be watching them, but I would have took Edie. He is huge. We need a big. How we let Philly get Drummond for 2 seasons? Why did we, when Drummond was been rotten in other places, how did we not know that we needed that type of player? A player that still can get up there and get you 15 boards, right? Everybody don't need to shoot the damn 3. And he be out there trying to shoot the 3, and I just love when he shoot because it be brick city. I'll take Aldama. I like Aldama too. He got a good game too. Long, right? Great defense, can shoot. It has improved his game greatly over the years. He's still young too. We love players with zero killer mentality. Absolutely. Passive. They need to put the battery in their back for them to understand that it's time to go. And I'll be like, why you don't need shouldn't nobody have to tell you to go. We shouldn't have to tell you to go. Like, don't you want because again, basketball is 5-on-5, but it's 1v1. It's who checking you. If somebody just score on you, even if it's they got the pick, came around the pick, catch and shoot, boom. They just still scored on you though. Yeah, they had some assists, good screen, good ball movement, good pass, but they scored on you. You gotta take that personal, right? Defensively, I take that personal. You scored on me? What the fuck? What's wrong with me? My feet sleep? Did I not read that? Oh, did I got caught? Okay, I got to get over that screen. Oh, I got an. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You thinking like, okay, how not to let this happen again? On top of that, if you know that you have offensive abilities, like it's the one play on the shorts on this page right here on Beyond the Lens TV. Go click the shorts where I got the crossover from DeAndre Hunter at early in the season. Right when he locked in, he can hit you with the step back, boom, going to the rim, boom. He got that right, but he sometimes he just like some days he eat his Wheaties. Other days, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you need a girl. Like, what's going on? Like, what we doing? You need to pick me up. Somebody make a phone call. Get him, little shorty. Come on. What we doing? It's like they don't even care at times. Exactly. It's like they don't love basketball. So when I tune into the games, you know what I'm saying? If y'all playing like y'all want me to watch, I turn something else. You gotta earn my eyeball minutes. This shit ain't for free. You know how much competition on TV right now? I mean, not just games. It's games on top of games. NBA games be on same time. NCAA games on same time. Rival games on same time. I can hop on YouTube and watch a 1v1 anytime I want to. Same time I can go to any one of these streaming sites. A lot of competition on getting my viewing. Right. So act like you don't want to play with me. I politely turn to somewhere. Click. Where's my clicker? Get me up out of here. Get me to somebody else who want to play the game with passion, right? With energy, with respect, with love for the game and honor and respect for the game, because it's a lot of people that sacrifice to play this game, right? So take heed to them thick, fat ass contracts y'all got to do this game that people die for, right? Sacrifice the whole look. We walking into February, right? Happy early Black History Month, right? Every day Black History, right? A lot of people have sacrificed to play in these sports, right? Sacrifice their dignity, their morale, and we watching these well-off gentlemen bounce the ball like they don't care. Like you ain't the first multimillionaire in your family. Like you ain't first generational wealth. Act like you care. Act like you might be the last one to ever make this type of money ever. Act like you do it for more than just you and your last name and your family. You represent your city. You represent the lunch lady from your middle school that helped you out when you ain't had no money and your money and you needed a little Fruitopia. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know them Fruitopias. They don't make them no more. I don't know why. Right? That used to be the shit back in the high school. Right? But they don't be acting like they love this, man. You gotta be an activist for the game, because there's a lot of people that would love to play. How many people like Derrick Rose? Shout out to Derrick Rose, who career couldn't even go to where he 8 years and done because of injuries. And y'all bozos out here healthy, coming out here wasting fans' money, sitting out talking about finger, bro. The GOAT. Kobe Bryant done played with so many injuries. Allen Iverson injuries. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Tape it up, cortisone, steroid, shoot it up. Do what you need to do. Get your ass out there and play. Not because just because you can play, because is people playing good money. You know how many hardworking families sacrifice a check or two, a light bill or two to take their kids to a game so they can finally see their favorite player, even if it's from the nosebleeds. Them little game packs where you can get like 5 tickets for like $20 a ticket, and you get like a hot dog, and you like way up there at the top with the damn banners and shit. right? You could touch the banner and shit. But when you 5 and 6, man, you don't care about how far the seats away. You just care about I saw LeBron, even though he looked like an ant down there. I was in the building and the energy, I felt it was real, right? I done spent a lot of money on these games and get to the game and such ain't playing. Get to the game and hoop, right? So now I feel like the players just gotta take this opportunity, this wealthy, abundant opportunity, and forget about yourself. Forget about your household. Do it for the people. This is entertainment. Consider this charity. You're a high paid philanthropist. Get that money and donate your time and your effort to the people and put on a fantastic show every day you get out there. Okay. This is Broadway. Every day you get out there, show up. Mitchell averaged 34 plus points in the playoffs on one leg twice in the playoffs. That should have woke up everyone else. I say this every time. How can you play next to a man like Donovan Mitchell and then have the audacity to act like you don't give a fuck about playing? Just being next to somebody who you know you can depend on every single, like, okay, I'm a Kobe fan. And so the type of confidence you have with playing with a Kobe. Okay, this Cleveland, right? We won our last ring in 2016. The type of confidence you have with playing with a LeBron, you already know shit. I got LeBron. I got Steph. I got Giannis. I got Shea. I got Jokic. I got Luka. I got Anthony Edwards. I got Jalen Brunson. I got Cade Cunningham. We can keep going. The odds are in my favor, right? So because I got them, I'm not gonna be chilling. Oh shit, Donovan got it. No, I'm like shit. I'm trying to get mine too. Shit. I want to be the person that assists and is a facilitator in him winning because the better he looks, the better I look. See, Jalen Tyson understands. He understands shit. All I got to do is come out here and play hard. I'm gonna get all the love. You know why? Because Donovan doing all the work for real, for real. He taking the triple teams. He taking the double teams. He taking the and ones, not getting the calls. He taking all that. All I got to go out here doing is knock down the shot. Make smart decisions. Don't turn the ball over. Get on the glass. Hustle. Rebound. Check the best player, best guard on their team. That's all I got to do. He understands the assignment. Same thing with Sam Merrill. All I got to do is rotate, play hard, get open, keep moving around. Don't stop. That's all I got to do. You feel me? But no, you have Hunter. I'm chilling. You got Dean Wade. Dean Wade be playing hard sometimes, but he go up to the rack soft. Everything is soft with him. Sometimes he surprises and he be like, oh shit, I can dunk. Right? But it's still soft. He missing a lot of wide open shots. He still ain't found his jumper. He don't shoot consistently. Allegedly, he's a great 3-point shooter. In the playoffs, he don't make nothing. Yes, he's a good rebounder. Yes, he's a good defender. Yes, we are a better defensive team with him on the court. But Lord knows when you have your starting three that can't make a three, do the math. Dean Wade robbing the Cavs blind. Yes, sir. I don't know why we didn't package him up with Yang and Caris LeVert. How do we get rid of Caris LeVert and not Dean Wade? Are you kidding me? Caris LeVert? And now Caris LeVert, he kind of sometimes be injured a lot, but he was a great ball handler, great mid-range scorer, right? Can still guard multiple positions, right? Can still be your backup point guard. How we get rid of that? And we say, you know what? We're going to go ahead and roll with Dean Wade. I'd rather put Traverse out there from the G League. I love him. White boy Australian with the red hair, got the little curly hair. I'll be like, put that boy out there. If nothing else, he got red hair, curly, and he wear a little headband. I think that's adorable. He should play just like that. Dean Wade look like he could be the manager at Best Buy. Not gonna hold you. It ain't no disrespect to nobody who work at Best Buy because I love that store. I spent way too much money at Best Buy. But when I go to Best Buy, I be like, damn, Dean Wade probably work here. He don't. He play for the Cavs. But he looked like he worked in tech. And maybe he don't work at the Best Buy. You know, maybe he's a software designer or a coder or, an analyst. You know what I mean? He works somewhere down there in Silicon Valley, but he definitely don't look like no ball player, even when he out there hooping. He not hooping even when he is hooping. I'm like, is he AI? We got the first AI created player on the Cavs. It's Dean Wade. He AI, y'all. He not real. He what the thing? The holograph. We got 4 starters in a holograph. Come on, man. So and wake up. When Tomlin started hitting that three, he was hitting a couple of when Tomlin consistent hit that three. Good night to every three or every small four on our team. The question will be outside of Tyson, right? That power forward, that swing power forward can play three, can play four, is going to be Tomlin. The cheapest deal we got. Come on, man, stop it. Tomlin is a problem. Absolutely, he's a problem. We know Tyson is a problem. I believe Tyrese Proctor is becoming a problem because he's becoming more and more confident. And boy, that boy can shoot and he can create himself a little shot. Okay. I think now we need to start working on, and I love Craig Porter Jr., but he needs to that growl got to come out, right? Because Craig Porter Jr. nice, right? He starts to kind of feel a little way when somebody score on him, and then he try to come back down and like get the points back, or somebody pick his pockets or something like that, or force a turnover on him. He try to, but like I need him to just be, you know what I'm saying, because he can do a lot on offense and defense, but when he plays like that, it's over with. Allen's soft as baby shit, sadly, and you know it is what it is with him. When I saw him enter the season, um, the same exact size, not one additional muscle, not 2 additional pounds gained. I said, this is it. This is it for him. He eat grilled fish, rice, and green beans. You could tell every day. He not trying to put on. He has a lean man's diet. I need you to be eating like Michael Phelps when he was Olympic Michael Phelps. We talking about 20,000 calories a day type shit, right? That's what I need him to be eating to bulk up. I like him, but I've seen him look off. Mitchell do some BS so many times. Yeah, my boy JA, he just lightweight, man. But what I will say is this: Jared Allen plays completely different basketball when Darius Garland is available. Him and Darius Garland are yin and yang; they are peas in a pod. So we have a 2-man pick and roll system. We run it with JA or Darius Garland and JA and Donovan and Evan. It's a reason why Donovan doesn't really run the pick and roll with JA. That ain't really where the chemistry is with Darius and JA. So over these last couple of games, we've been seeing these other players take the Darius spot in the JA to pick and roll. It's been Craig Porter Jr., it's been Lonzo Ball, it's been Tyson, but it's always been Spider and Evan. That being said, Spider and Evans pick and roll sometimes can get weird. Just like you're saying, Mitchell can do some BS at times. A lot of times when they do this pick and roll, and both defenders just instantly trap whoever gets the ball. So if Donovan keeps the ball, both defenders come to Donovan. If Donovan passes to Evan, both defenders collapse on Evan. Usually when that happens, there's a little, it's like when you a quarterback and you got, RPO, run pass option, you try to, try to little fake the pass and tuck it back in and curl on out, and then the fumble, the tuck, all that kind of get jumbled up, fumble, da 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 da. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that when they do the pick and roll and it kind of gets stagnant. But I think it gets like that because the other half of the 2-man system is usually it's not available. It's either JA is missing or Darius is missing. And so, and sometimes Donovan can take just quick shots. I've been begging him forever to do what Shea does, not necessarily foul merchant, but attack the mid range. The NBA's leading scorer in mid range is DeMar DeRozan. Not just this season, we're talking about in the history, right? It's the reason why he's prolonged and extended his career to right now, and he can still continue to play, right? Because his mid range, he can get whatever shot he wants. That being said, I be wanting Donovan to kind of like embrace that a little bit too. I know he a little bit shorter, but because he got hops, we saw that fadeaway mid-range shot yesterday, ridiculous. Did you see how high he got off the ground though? The boy was like, I'm like, he about 3 feet in the air for real. He about 3 feet in the air on a jump shot. So that's what I need from Donovan. I saw Allen cuss somebody out a few games ago. We need that every game. He did cuss old boy out. What game was that? It was on his win streak. He cussed him out. I was like, because old boy had grabbed his arm on a rebound, and they was kind of like in a little tussle, and he was like, I was like, okay, well, is that Jared Allen, Mr. I read a book a day out here using profanity? That's what I need from you. That's what I need from you. Everybody know you smart, Jared Allen. Everybody know you got the vocabulary and the diction and the phonetics and all that. But I need for you to act like you from the East Cleveland. Okay, throw it up. I need to go ahead and get that energy. If you don't know, go ahead and ride down the way a little bit. Right? Pick a project in Cleveland and just ride through. Right? Roll down the window. Let the hood niggas talk to you, tell you a couple things. Right? Walk down the street. You'll be all right. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. Trust me. Right? You, Jerry, everybody know the fro. We're gonna take care of you. Right? But go to the hood. Okay? Get in tune with the people. Get that little dirt up on you. Get some dirt up under your nails. Right? Get grimy a little bit. Okay? And then come back to Cleveland Clinic courts, right? Wherever y'all train, and show the people what you've been working on. Show them that you've been working on your grit. Where you been? Where you been working in the shit? I went to a little bar down here in the hood shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling with a couple fellas. You feel me? Got the VIP. Nah, don't be down at the 9 on the rooftop. Get your ass down. Go down the way. Go to EC. Go to Huff. Go to the spots. Right? Go to 55th. Right? Go to Central. Right? Get gritty with it. That's what he need to do. That's what he need to do. My boy said I've been begging Donovan to take more mid-range shots for years. Absolutely. It'll make his game that much easier. It would increase his shooting percentage. It would lessen the wear and tear on his body. It would definitely reduce the amount of contact and the punishment that he takes going to the rack. Also, it would keep that defense honest. So now it opens up his step back game even more, right? Plus, you can get people on the line. If they think that you're driving hard because you're trying to go to the basket and then you step back. You feel me? I wonder now, is it like, do we need some different shoes? Shout out to Adidas. You feel me? I used to hoop in Adidas growing up. But y'all notice he don't wear his Don 10s. He don't wear his 10th shoe. He wear his shoe from last year, his 9th shoe. It kind of reminds me of Paul George when Paul George had that Nike contract and he stopped wearing his own shit and he went back to wearing Kobe's. It kind of reminds me of that. Did Donovan outgrow Adidas? Do he need some different shoes? Same thing with Darius Garland. Do they need some different shoes so they can kind of elevate their traction a little bit more? Right? Get you some of them Sabrinas. Go ahead and get you some of them. Right? Go ahead and get you some or tell the folk at Adidas to redesign the shoe so you can have a little bit more traction so you can stop right there and you can hit that mid-range shot. You ain't even got to go. How long you gonna be on live? I gotta run to the store. I'll be back. So when you pull back, I'll be locked in with her core, her rules, starting at 6:00. But definitely still pull back up and talk NCAA women's basketball with me. We gonna break down this top 25 AP poll. And yeah, that's how we gonna rock. We gonna do that right here at 6:00. This actually ran longer than what I wanted to, but you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Uncle Shannon, for pulling up because you have definitely helped me to spearhead this episode with your engagement. So I absolutely appreciate that. You're always welcome here. And the more you show up, you know what I'm saying, the more engagement we have, man. And then we also do her core, her rules WNBA season when they kick off. And then obviously every Wednesday, 6 p.m. right here, Calf State of Mind. Not this Wednesday, that's why I'm doing it today. So next Wednesday, pull up for Calf State of Mind. And then every Monday, 6 p.m., her core, her rules. Okay. So appreciate your subscription. You'll be back at 6. I appreciate you when you come back. Pull back up to the chat. You already know you're welcome, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, look, y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. I've been fighting the cold, man. I've been fighting technology, man. I've been fighting. I've been in the ring looking like Clarissa Shield. Y'all, by the way, she got a fight coming up in February, and we got a big fight on 34th, on the 31st Boxing is back. Boxing is back. Boxing is back. So we got the Ring 6 card on uh the 31st, I believe, January 31st. The Ring 6. Yes, yes, yes. That's gonna be on, that's a pay-per-view card. Yeah, that's on the zone. But y'all can get it. Y'all got ways to get it. We got T.O. Lopez against Shakur Stevenson. That's gonna be a crazy fight. Then the undercards, we got 3 title fights coming up on the 31st. Bruce Carrington, Carlos Castro, Carlos Adames, and Austin Williams. That's a WBC middleweight fight. Not too familiar with those fighters. Don't matter. I'm gonna get familiar with them on Friday. So I might recap that card because the boxing is back, and that's gonna be like the biggest card of the year thus far because the year just got started. So, and then you obviously, we gonna always talk about Miss Shields, the GOAT. But y'all pull back up at 6 for her court, her rules, and we'll see y'all here in a minute. Peace and freedom, y'all.